the other ugly thing, like, I know I get a rap here for not liking JaVale McGee, and there are games where I'm perfectly fine with JaVale McGee.
I balance it out because I love JaVale McGee.
I know so many people do love JaVale McGee, right? And I get it, but a game like last night, you're just sitting there watching, and you know how many people hit my timeline and said, "Hey, why is Alex Len not playing?" And I don't have an answer for you. Like, dude, I thought Alex Len was impactful when he was in the game for that like 7-game stretch. And then they go away from him. And I get it. Like, you wanted to give JaVale some minutes on his birthday and stuff like that. But
what?
But like, I'm confused. Like, we talked about this. If you gave JaVale McGee minutes against every team, hit every one of his former teams, then he's playing it almost every single night.
Dude, if that's the impetus behind who's playing the backup 5 for the Kings,
yeah,
what the hell are we doing here? It's his birthday. Oh, it's his former team. I don't give a damn.
Yeah. I'm confused, man.
And this is not, I don't want to.
Why do you hate JaVale McGee?
Damian Barling's here.
I don't hate JaVale McGee.
Yes, you do.
I don't hate JaVale McGee.
No, just say you hate JaVale McGee.
I don't hate JaVale McGee.
Yes,
Damian Barling coming up at noon. No Kenny today?
No Kenny today.
Okay, so just Damian coming up at noon. I don't think anybody...
Still D'Lo and Casey. It's always D'Lo and
Kenny.
Casey.
It's D'Lo and Kenny.
Oh, my mistake. That's
Thank
correct.
You. Yeah, D'Lo and Kenny this week.
Yeah.
Also catch them on KSFM 37. Anyways, it's not hating JaVale McGee by any stretch. In fact, he's one of my favorite players ever. But when you watch him in a game like last night, and then you watch Alex Len play, it's not like, oh man, that's the reason they lost. It's not anything like that. It's just wondering, is you're trying to maximize the quality of the Kings rotations. It's just pretty clear to me that Alex Len is just the more productive of the two players. And it's confusing when Len plays and he's good and he's productive. And then, and now here's 2 weeks of JaVale.
Yeah. Most of what Mike does to me is confusing. I don't understand what I don't understand what he does with Chris Duarte and with Kessler Edwards. I don't understand what he does with Alex Len and JaVale McGee. I have no idea.
I don't either.
Like you said, that's not a direct reason as to why they're winning or losing games.
No.
But no, I don't understand it either.
And I think that's part of why the JaVale thing is the JaVale Alex Len thing stands out so much, is what you just said. It's not like this is one thing. It is a season long. And for a while, and honestly, even still to this point a little bit, you're going, hey, you're trying to figure out who your best 8 dudes are for the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to figure out what lineups work and what lineups don't. It's just like on February 5th, it's just really clear who your best, third, I guess, technically center, if Trey Lyles is going to be your small ball 5, your best backup center, quote unquote, is. And I think it's really clear in the fact that they continue that Mike Brown continues to mess with the rotations, and now Davion's in the lineup. Now he's not. And now it's Alex Lano, and now it's JaVale McGee, and now it's Chris Duarte, and now it's not. It just, I think that there's some frustration setting in, especially as the team continues to kind of sit around where it was last year.
Well, I would say too, like if your problem is defense, I hate JaVale McGee doesn't help you defensively at all.
Not anymore.
No, like, he got beat to the basket by a couple of guys last night where you're like, what has happened? And he's not blocking shots at all. And sure, he grabbed some rebounds, but I kind of liken it to like the Malik Monk versus like Trey Lyles. Like, Malik Monk scores 13 points, and you remember every single one of those baskets. Mm-hmm. It was wild. It was super fun.
Yeah.
Trey Lyles over here was 16, but you don't remember any of it.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, he hit some threes, right? What? Wait, he had 16 points? And that's where Alex Len goes out there, and he doesn't do anything spectacular, but he doesn't do anything wrong. He's tall. He stands tall. He plays goalie. He may not have the blocks, but he also is really good defensively at the rim. And sure, can he defend the 3? No, but neither one of those guys can defend the 3. So I'm just confused. Like, I get it. JaVale is a lot more fun to watch, but that's not what winning is usually about. Winning is usually about like having players that go in and play their role to a high degree and don't make mistakes. And that's why I'm always confused by it.
I agree.
You also hate JaVale McGee.
I don't hate
Yes,
JaVale.
you do.
Don't hate.
I don't know what that
I
man
don't
did
hate
to you.
JaVale.
I don't know what that man ever did to you. But
Just
every time JaVale does something on the floor, I go, oh, great. There's 12 minutes of James tomorrow. 12 minutes of James going in on JaVale McGee. Great.
That's
all
funny.
because he dribbled the ball off his foot, picked it up, turned around, and shot a three. Which one of us hasn't done that?
She did that last night, right?
He did.
He did. do that
Yeah,
last
no.
night.
Now, in fairness, the shot clock was winding down.
Was it winding down because of him? Probably.
The context isn't important.
I think it's when I was in Hawaii. I checked my phone real quick. I just checked the box score because I wasn't back at the hotel yet. I just looked at the box score, and the first thing I see on Gamecast is JaVale McGee shot a three with like 17 seconds left on the shot clock. I screenshot it and sent it to James. I'm like, what the hell's going on? What's happening in this game?
Yeah.
Not good.
Yeah.
No, JaVale's fine. JaVale's fine. It's just he has according to Basketball Reference, his net rating this year is 0. It's just a even
Straight up.
Alex Len's a +9.
Yeah.
Way better offensively, a little better defense, or
That's
a little worse
+9
defensively.
per 100
per 100
possessions. So like
Yeah.
basically +9 per game.
Yeah.
It's not just overall he's a +9.
And maybe when they get to the playoffs, maybe it'll be Alex Len. But the fact that we're in February and we're still experimenting with the big man rotation is a little worrisome to me.
Okay.
That's all.
I'm with you, Kyle.
Anyways, did you see drunk Kyle Shanahan last night, Damien?
That was tremendous.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah, he was feeling it.
I don't have a problem with it.
It's good stuff.
I'm kind of here for it, honestly.
I mean, that's kind of what media night has become now, right? Just kind of a circus of silliness. It sounds like there were some good questions asked last night, but for the most part, it's just silliness.
Yeah. I did think the thing that got buried in the answer that we played about him talking to Michael Robinson, and he's talking about when he said Brock Purdy was the best quarterback in training camp during Purdy's rookie year.
Mhm.
And he said in there, I said it out of frustration, meaning like he was frustrated with how Jimmy Garoppolo and Trey Lance are both playing. And that I thought was interesting.
Yeah, no,
Even
absolutely.
if it was a drunk mind speaking a sober heart.
Well, I think sometimes when people are drunk is when they're the most honest.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Ask Kyle Shanahan all of your questions today.
Yeah, he very well may tell you anything at this point.
So, all right. Damian Barling coming up next.
Show's over?
Yeah,
because I just want to tell you, I hate the positioning of your microphone, and I can't like
bad, dog.
describe like.
Should I do this?
Like hate's just not strong enough of a word. See, now I can see you. No, yeah, because I
my
can
bad,
see
dude.
you.
I just get fired up and I start talking to James. And
But
then...
you have to remember, you're also a radio show that is broadcast out there visually to the world, and I don't want this
right.
Kyle
You're
Madsen.
welcome, viewer.
Like, no,
this is
look at that.
And in my defense, I can't see you. He can see you from there. I can't.
Oh, that's funny.
I can't see you.
Well, the good news is starting next week, per sources, I'll be sitting in there. So
Sources close to
sources close to the engineers.
Very good.
So
very good. Well, they're the only people in the whole building that really matter. So
correct.
That's fine.
Correct.
That's
Seth,
fine.
Jonathan, you
That's
guys are
right.
the best.
Yep.
D'Lo and Kenny coming up next on ESPN 13.